Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. I hope you guys can hear me well. I do not have my mic clipped on because my battery was really low and, well, I'm taking off to go skiing tomorrow. So hopefully I'll get a video out. So I wanted to get one out and busy packing and whatnot. Anyways, my last trip of the year. And I will probably try to pick up pieces of the interview with Oprah tomorrow. I need to check the timing. So anyways, I'm kind of up in the air whether or not I want to watch it or not. I know a lot of people are going to be covering it. Some of the YouTubers are actually going to just boycott it, but get it in audio format, borrowed or taped, whatever, just so they don't add to the views. And all of that. So anyways, that's just a FYI in case you know someone that can just tape it for you and then spread it around if need be. That's one way to get around it. All right, you guys, so let's find out how Jessica Mulrooney's doing. It was in the news that Meghan is completely done with her. And so let's find out if Jessica Mulrooney would like to talk. Let's see, is she ready to come out and talk? Jessica Mulrooney, is she ready to come out and talk and say her side of the story and what it was like being friends with Meghan? Jessica Mulrooney, her energy. Let's get it. There we go. For starters, she feels like everything's on the right path. Right path with speaking. Wow. I'm surprised. Okay, here we go. And in the past position was loss. She felt it loss with her. And then we have here, she is no longer bound and tied and self-restricted with Meghan. She used to speak to her, and they used to be on the right path. This is in the near recent past, okay? Current, we have here justice. We have justice. And we also have here the world. Oof, ooh, 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 ooh. And the center of it, the outcome, will be the hermit in reverse. So the hermit in reverse is not a good position whatsoever. It's isolation, loneliness, and withdrawal. So she feels that Meghan is going to end up having to isolate her even further from this Oprah interview. And it's not going to go well. And she's also in isolation is how I'm saying. Because when I was thinking of this, I guess I had to clarify it. I was thinking in terms of the Oprah interview and what's her reaction to it. So Spirit understands that. So I guess I needed to clarify that with you. So I was thinking of Oprah. What is her thoughts on it? And what is she going to do? So she does feel that Meghan is trying to act like she's being total justice with the world, putting out justice. And she feels ultimately that the isolation and loneliness and withdrawal is going to end up happening. And the Ace of Swords in the past, they did communicate. They were on the right path, but they released their ties together. And it was a loss. So she does feel for herself and for Meghan, there's a sense of loneliness and withdrawal here. There is a loss here, you know, going down here, not having her as a friend, not being together. Under the surface, let's get it. She feels the Page of Wands here. So with the pages are all a new path. So she feels for herself, she's on a new creative path here. And then in the center of the situation, what do I have here? I have here, she's focusing on her family right now. So it's not looking like she's going to speak up or say anything. Because she's in this whole loneliness and withdrawal phase still, and still reeling in the emotional pain. I think since it aligns here, I'm thinking she's still feeling emotional pain from the loss of her. I think she felt that Meghan was somewhat like family to her, you know, and she's just focusing on a creative endeavors now to try and pick up her life again. So it doesn't look like she will. This is a general energy here. I do not think that she will come out because of this here, unless she should have a change of mind in the future, which I could ask that and clarify that. So let's get that. Will she change her mind down the road? Will she change her mind down the road? I think personally they both have too much dirt on each other, and that's why they don't. I think she knows if she comes out swinging, Meghan will come out swinging even harder. So she's afraid of her. That's how I feel. So I guess my next thing should ask, is she afraid of Megan and speaking out? Is she terrified of her? A lot of people are afraid of Megan. Is she terrified of Megan if she spoke out? Is she terrified of Megan if she spoke out? Is she terrified? What do we have here? What we have here is the Knight of Swords in reverse. Yes, it's not the just do it. It is don't do it and don't say a word. So yeah, she's afraid of her. Under the surface, we have here Lovers in reverse. So they're no longer they don't like each other anymore. And in the center of it, what do I have here? I have here in front of the world. And so, yeah, she doesn't want to say anything in front of the world because she knows Megan's going to come out swinging. And this just do it in reverse is saying, ooh, she better not do it. She better not do it. She knows she can't do it. So I'm going to go with yes. She is afraid of her. She knows she'll come out swinging. And she doesn't want the backlash on herself and her own character, assaulted, basically, and have all their secrets come out. So let's find out let's find out how is, here we go. So how is Jessica's new plans going? How is her new plans going? How is her new plans going in her life? How is her new plans going? How is her new plans going? Right here, feel like she's not giving or receiving help with anyone right now. She's in kind of quiet mode. And she is having to balance her emotions and her money as well and trying to manifest. Here, what we have here, focused on the happy family. And she's the Chariot pushing forward. So she's just really laying low, it's looking like, and having to balance her emotions just, because it's been so, emotional and trying to do it for her family and push forward with her family. And she's not giving or receiving help here. With the Pentacles here in reverse. So she's just staying focused with her family. So that's good for her. That's probably exactly what she needs to be doing. Let's find out if any friends will come out of the crevices. Other friends come out of the crevices. Old friends. Will old friends come out? Will old friends speak up? They did in the past. They have. One of her oldest ones did. So will she come back out of the shadows and speak? Will any old friends that fell off the wagon speak up? Any other ones? Any other ones talk about Megan's character? Will they come forward? What we have here, we've got here the High Priestess in reverse and Rest and Recovery in reverse. With the Ace of Wands in reverse. With the Leaving Stormy Waters, basically, here. And leaving the situation. So they did leave the relationship. They felt that she was not a high priestess. She did not have higher knowing, higher self. So she really comes off. When it's in reverse, this is someone who is, really full of himself, fully full of himself. And they knew that she really didn't have that inner knowing and direction that she claims to have or acts like she has. And there was no rest and recovery being with her. She was exhausting to be around. Basically, she was probably that energy vampire, the energy vampire, no rest and recovery. I get that a lot with Megan, with people when they're with her. There's no rest and recovery. It's because people like that are really draining on you. They completely drain the hell out of you. They're so needy. And this High Priestess in reverse is disconnected. She's totally disconnected from spirit and from higher self. And she does not have the ability to create. They know that in the past, they decided they were not going to create anything new with her. They didn't want to be with her. And so they walked away. And then we have here, once again, they left again. They left. They do leave, you guys. When they wake up, they leave. They decided to take a new path. And the outcome is selfishness. So that is... And the reversed the Hangman in reverse. So they're not going to self-sacrifice themselves and come forward. So I'm saying no. It's looking like a lot of those old friends from her past, like her youth, will not come forward anymore. They did in the past. They're not going to do it again. Strength in reverse. And then in the center of it, I have here Page of Pentacles upright. So they are too busy focused with their with their families is what I'm feeling here. They've got their own children to focus on, teaching, learning, studious young child. And so they don't want to do it. They're not going to self-sacrifice themselves. They left the situation. They feel grateful they left the situation because we got 2 leaving cards and a new path. And they're not willing to self-sacrifice themselves. So no, I'm saying that some of those childhood friends are not going to come forward and talk about her. It's just going to be probably the aides and people from the recent history, not the past, coming forward. So let's find out. Let's see. So a lot of people are saying, so anyways, that picture, anyways, it came out, that picture that I showed you guys that had Megan with that little girl in it and supposedly Archie. Apparently that little girl just turned 8. So some are saying that it was definitely Megan's old nose. It was too bulbous, not refined. So it was a very old picture of her. So that's what a lot of people are saying now. And I have to agree with them on that. So I will just say that is my opinion. I think it's a very old photo, which mean that that is not Archie. That was just trying to get us to imply that it was Archie, but it's not Archie because her face looked different in that image, and she did look younger. So that is a younger version of Megan pre-surgery. So here we go. Let's get some cards on how is she feeling the day before? How's she feeling the day before this showing? Tomorrow's viewing on what she did. How is she feeling about it? How is she feeling about it? Okay, here we go. She is feeling that it's the wrong path, and she does not have higher knowledge and higher, higher self. The high priestess in reverse in the wrong path. She's worried about it, you guys. Very, very worried. So yeah, not a good move. She's realizing it was a really bad move, that Oprah probably doesn't have her best interest at heart, and it's really to elevate her own stardom and not hers. And then we have here, whoops, justice in reverse, and that it's not going to bid well on her. It is dishonesty and unfairness. So she feels that Oprah is going to be unfair to her. That the whole thing, maybe she made some maneuvers. They probably had some words about Harry doing that James interview and with the bus, and she's got probably lashed out at. There probably was some harsh words there. I guess that's my next question. Were there some harsh words with Oprah? I would assume so, seeing that. Were there some harsh words from Oprah's staff or the staff? Doesn't necessarily mean Oprah would have done that. She just has to sick someone on her. So, was there harsh words for Meghan and Harry? From Oprah's people, Was there harsh words delivered? Harsh words delivered? Because it ruined her interview, basically, is what she's saying. So we have here the 5 of Wands. So that is power struggles. Absolutely. It created a major power struggle. So yeah, definitely. Under the surface, we have here King of Pentacles. So now she's like, well, I don't want to give you as much money. Maybe they're having renegotiate. Maybe she's having issues about how much she's willing to pay them. It was a money issue, and she wanted to leave that stormy waters. She wanted to take off. She's realizing, I don't think this was such a good idea. So not a great idea, and definitely challenged. That is it. So anyways, yeah, it should be interesting tomorrow. Let me know if you guys plan on watching it. Or just getting the hearsay from the YouTubers who do a fantastic job of covering all of it. So we really don't have to watch it because clips are going to be everywhere. They're just going to be everywhere. So it's not so imperative to watch it. So, leave your comment. Let me know. What do you think? All right, you guys. Bye.